This is a big win for you guys. You come in the ninth, a very obviously high pressure situation. Just talk about that moment when you're getting the call from the pen.
Yeah, I was definitely excited. As a little kid growing up around here, I always came to the Battle of the Barrel. It was a big game. Vanderbilt, obviously, and when I was growing up, they were very good. So was Louisville. So just a dream come true to come out here and get those last 3 outs.
Did you figure you were gonna? What was the conversation? When did you know? Okay, I'm gonna be here in this game, and obviously the last 3 outs.
Yeah, I was down here in the dugout hanging out, with the guys, and then when it got 2-2, I think around the 7th inning, he told me to go down there. But Tucker and Wyatt got us. They kind of set me up for success there. So shout out to those guys, and I just had to do my job, get the last 3 outs, and yeah, it was great.
You've mentioned that this is a big rivalry. How do you keep those nerves calm, when you come into a game like this for the first time?
Yeah, it's definitely hard, especially, this is one of the first times I've come in to get the last 3 outs in a bigger game like this. But I would say just, trusting my training, trusting, what I've been taught all year, and trusting my coaching and the support staff around here that we have.
A big of a piece to what you've been able to do is just the confidence that you've kind of been able to do it and repeat it over and over the last month or more that you've gone out there, to just continuing to know when you go out there that you're going to get the job done.
Yeah, I would say my success is a credit to all the guys behind me. Just trusting the guys behind me are going to make the plays, because I'm not going to strike everybody out, and just trusting the 8 guys behind me. They're the best in the country at what they do, so just trusting those guys.
When you think a little bit about just like maybe where you were a year ago, just like pitching in a high school game, could be a midweek game against Seneca or something like that, even around here, to then all of a sudden a year later you're thrown against Vanderbilt on a Tuesday night on national TV. Like, what is this like, just this whole experience and getting to pitch for your hometown team? Yeah,
it's crazy how fast life moves, but it's definitely a blessing and a dream come true. Like I said, I used to come to these games as a little kid, so to be able to be out here and pitching on this mound is it's definitely a dream come true.
You've always been confident in your stuff and had that. That's Coach Williams was saying, you've got that swagger. But what's been the biggest difference from early in the year until now for you?
I would say just trying to stay on the hunt, try to stay on the attack. I think my first couple outings I was a little timid and not trusting my ability and trusting the guys behind me, like I said. And I think since then, I've learned from my mistakes and my faults, and I've gotten better in those areas.
Great. Cool. All right. Appreciate it.
Awesome.